Welcome to another episode of I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam.
Hello, friends of the podcast.
Hello, everybody.
Samantha.
Lisa.
Samantha.
Lisa.
I'm going to talk like you, Samantha.
Oh, shut up.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha.
I hate that laugh.
I know you do, right?
It sounds so fake.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha.
What? Stop it.
I don't know. Where'd I get it from?
I have no idea. It's horrible.
I got it from someplace.
Oh, really? You should just unlearn that, please.
I'm never going to, right? Because I'm like an elephant. I've got it and I'm never going to forget it. That's how I feel about that. Samantha. Fantastic. You didn't notice I'm in my muscle shirt today.
Are you especially hot, Lisa?
Nope. I'm just, you know what? It just felt like muscle shirt weather.
It was like 8 today or 12 or something.
Well, I'm just saying. Felt like muscle shirt weather. Right? That's all I'm saying.
Did it now? Okay.
Well, because you know what? Because here's the thing, right? I come home, I get changed, I go into my comfy bottoms t-shirt. Then closer to bed, I keep my comfy bottoms, and then I go from t-shirt to tank top, okay? Well, you know what? Do I need that extra step every day? I don't need that extra step. That takes up like 2-3 minutes. Right?
It's less clothes to wash.
Right? So now I'm skipping. I'm skipping past the t-shirt.
All right, Lisa.
I know, right? It's not easy being me.
No, it is not. It is not.
It's not easy.
It is not.
So, how you been doing?
I'm good now. Better now because I'm catching Wendy.
Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? Is that because you're waking up earlier now?
No, because she's on at 11 o'clock. I found her on my parents' channels and now I get to watch her. I watched her the last 2 days. I felt normal because I was watching my girl, Wendy.
Good. And how's Wendy doing?
She's good. She's getting cussed out.
Oh, imagine that.
Yeah. Whoever she had on today was just like telling her. And Wendy's just like, I'm me. This is what I do. Why do you have a problem with it? And I'm like, you tell her, Wendy.
Thing is with Wendy Williams, right? Like I'm on the fence with her, right? I want to be team Wendy because I love her, right? We've loved her forever. Uh-huh. But then sometimes I'm just like, oh, geez, Wendy, it's too much Wendy.
Nope.
You never feel it's too much Wendy?
No, I never do.
Never. Like you're never just like enough Wendy.
No, I think she's hilarious.
She is, right? But you're never just like, okay, and that's enough Wendy.
Because she's authentically herself.
That's very sneaker and all.
Sneaker and all now.
Yeah. That I'll give you that. So okay, what's she been talking about?
Well, okay, the other day she was talking about Nicole Kidman as Lucille Ball.
Oh, I'm not a fan. I don't support it.
And I'm like, I don't know about that. It felt, I might have to see the movie. I don't know.
It feels forced.
And it's Javier Bardem as Desi Arnaz Jr. And I'm like, really?
I'm okay with that. To me, but Nicole Kidman, to me that seems, I just can't see her personality being large enough.
No.
You know?
But maybe she pulls it off.
Like I would have loved like Kristen Wiig to be.
Oh, yeah, that would have been good. But okay, Nicole Kidman was Samantha from Bewitched when they remade it.
I know, and how'd that movie do? Oh, that's right.
I know, but she pulled it off though. No, I watched it. I felt she pulled it off.
I know, but it's not Lucille Ball.
No, I mean
No. Different. You cannot put the two. No, you need to.
Nope.
You need to.
I'm like not into it.
No.
But that's okay.
No, you can't be into it. We can't support the Lucille Ball and Nicole Kidman. All we can do is that if it turns out, be like, okay, you know what? We'll recant and be mildly surprised. That's what we'll be, okay?
We can recant and be mildly surprised.
We will recant and we'll be mildly surprised, Samantha. Okay? Right. That's all that we can do. That's all. I'm not letting us get any more invested in that.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Okay, but bigger news, better news. Oh my God. I am going to get that caramel apple cheesecake bar recipe that Kim put up And I will get Sheila on it.
Yes, you will.
I will get her on it.
Yeah, you will.
And I'm like, caramel topping, apples, cheesecake.
It covers all. Check, check, check.
Check.
Check, check, check. Has the potential to probably be the number one thing at the Boom Baby Bakery and Cafe.
Oh my God, it could be. We'll get her to test it first.
Well, she needs to, right? That's
She'll
her
test
job.
it out.
That's her job. Right? We can't just put it out there. We need the baker to bake it.
We need the baker to bake it, yes.
And then we got to give it to the test group, which is me and you.
Yes, exactly.
That's how that has to go.
Uh-huh.
So that's good. Good. I can't wait. You let me know and I can come and pick it up. I can come and get it. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Samantha, I figured it out. I finally figured it out. And you should be thankful that I finally figured it out so I can stop the madness.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Okay? Do you know what madness I'm talking about?
No, I have no clue.
The weather.
Yes.
The weather. Because it kind of is still a little bit teetering on sweater weather. And I know why.
Why?
It's on me. Because I didn't follow my own rule. I didn't stop with the coat after Easter. So I have let Mother Nature since Easter think that I'm okay with my coat.
You know, the beauty of you, Lisa, is that your delusions are long and steadfast. They're long and steadfast. And I appreciate that about you.
I'm spilling my guts right now because all of a sudden it hit me. Because today I didn't wear a coat in the car. Okay. Nothing. Mike's like, okay. Where's your jacket? I'm not taking it. I'm not wearing it. And I think we're going to see a change in the weather.
Okay. Well, it's supposed to be really warm by Friday. So.
Yeah, right? Because so Mother Nature's going to get my hint.
Okay.
Because remember how all those years I always had that rule. Take it, don't wear it. But this time I was putting it on.
That's true. You did. You have had that rule for a very long time.
And I forgot about it.
Yes, you did.
So I would put it on. And you know what? And you know why I was putting it on? Because I was being a chicken. Because now I go to work earlier, right? And it's cold.
It is cold. I was out today at 8. It's freezing.
So it's cold, right? But guess what? I'm topping it out. I don't care. I'm done. Coat's gone. Didn't take it today.
Okay.
I'm just saying, right? Okay, but oh my goodness. So Mike Gibson is secretly trying to maybe make his wife eat healthy.
Oh dear.
He bought cream corn, which I love, right? Because it's kind of like a dessert.
Because it's sweet.
It's sweet. But he bought one that had no preservatives in it.
There's such a thing?
There's such a thing. And you know what, Samantha? It tastes like punishment. It tastes like punishment. I always, when I open up the can and I put it in the bowl, right? I don't read the can, right? I just see that it's cream corn. Put it in the bowl. And then I always, before I heat it up, I always take a spoon and I always have a little mouthful.
Uh-huh.
Took a mouthful. I thought somebody was poisoning me. I'm like, what the hell is this? So I look at the can. Oh my God. There's not sweet. There's no salt. It's punishment for not eating healthy. That's all that it is.
Well, how do you make it cream corn if you don't have all those fun things in it?
Well, it's still creamy. There's just nothing fun in it. It was like cream cardboard. It was the worst thing ever.
I'm sure that he meant no harm.
I'm like, this is just punishment. That's all it tasted. As I ate it, I'm like, this is punishment for so many things gone wrong.
This is punishment for you eating cream corn because corn is bad for you.
I know, but it's so good.
It's so good.
Cream corn should be like one of the 7 deadly sins. Right? Like it really should be,
It's not that good.
It's that good.
No, it's not.
But not in the can that says no preservatives.
Because that tastes like punishment.
It tastes like punishment. Only tasted like, and I've never tasted punishment before.
But if I
ever had, I'd be like, if punishment has a taste.
It's cream corn.
It's cream corn with no preservatives. Friends of the podcast, I challenge you all to go and buy a can of cream corn with no preservatives.
Oh my God.
And it has to say no preservatives on the can. It's right on the front. And try it and let me know if you found it tasting like punishment.
Oh, dear God.
Who would have thought in 2021 we would know what punishment tastes like?
Well, this is true.
Right?
This is true.
Right? If COVID had a taste, it would taste like cream corn with no preservatives.
With no preservatives.
That's what it would taste like. So, I had to get that off my chest.
Okay.
Okay, but here's something interesting. Sesame Street. Did you watch the special? They just had their 50th anniversary.
I did not watch the special.
You did not watch the special?
No, I didn't even know what channel it was on.
Like all of them?
Okay, I didn't watch it.
It's Sesame Street's 50th anniversary.
With my parents who watch HGTV.
Yeah.
Heavy Road Truckers.
Uh-huh.
And like Gold Rush.
And they couldn't
reality
have found
shows.
A little bit of time for some Sesame Street in their hearts.
I'll find it later.
You
Lisa.
need to, because Samantha, I felt that Rob Sussex from C95, I felt that he was kind of goading us a bit on our Instagram.
Was he now?
But it wasn't to us, right? It was his Instagram.
It was his Instagram, yes, because I saw it.
Right. And he posted that Kermit was the best.
Oh.
So then I had to post saying, I don't think Kermit's the best.
And then he said, yes, but he said Ernie was number 2 and Kermit was number 1.
And how can Ernie be number 2?
Ernie is number 2 because Kermit was always the face of Sesame Street.
No, there's 100 faces before I get to Kermit. 100. And if not 100, there's 4.
No, but Kermit's the one with the spin-off.
Okay, yes, Kermit did get the show. That's fine.
Muppet Show. Hello.
He did. I know.
Hello.
He did. He did get the spin-off. But he was not what Sesame Street was only about. Yes, he was there, but there was others.
So you think Ernie is above Kermit?
Big time.
What about Snuffleupagus? What about Big Bird? What about the Cookie Monster?
Yeah. I think they're all important.
What about Bert?
Well, Bert's Ernie's number 2. Right? Right? Bert's Ernie's number 2.
If I'm gonna have a fave, I'm gonna go with Big Bird.
You're going with Big Bird?
Yeah, I love Big Bird.
As your favorite?
Well, and I like Kermit.
Sesame Street character, you're picking Big Bird over Ernie.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't even understand that. Like Rubber Ducky, you're the one. Right? That's Ernie. Right? That's Ernie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Like there's no Rubber Ducky without Ernie.
No, I love Big Bird.
And what has Big Bird brought?
Happiness, joyfulness. He's lovable.
Fine, I'll give you that.
Lovable.
He's lovable, but he has a make-believe friend.
So you honestly think you were going to have like a little Instagram war with Rob Susky from C95?
Yeah, right? Because
don't mess with him. He's Shauna's BFF.
I know, right? But I'm gonna vote him again.
We can't afford a feud in our city.
I know, right? Well, and we don't want a feud, right? Because there are people.
And it's only Muppets, okay? It's only like puppet people.
I know. I'm just saying, right? You know how I'm pretty protective over Ernie.
Well, this is true. You have a big, strong connection to Ernie for some reason.
Yeah, I really do.
Maybe it's the round head. I always felt that you were probably more of a Bert kind of style head.
I don't have a Bert head, but speaking of Bert's head, my Uncle Alex, my great Uncle Alex, he had Bert's head, but he had Kermit the Frog's pointy nose.
Interesting combination.
I know. So had Bert's hair. Right? Because when we were little, we would sit on his knee and we would comb it for hours.
Would you? That is so weird.
Isn't that so weird, right? Who wants to comb Uncle Alex's hair? And we would jump up on the couch and we'd sit on his knee. We were little, and we'd take out his little comb from his pocket. And we would just comb that little tuft of hair.
Oh my
God. For hours. Yeah.
You guys are so weird.
We were a weird family.
Yes, you were.
We were a weird family.
Okay, but speaking of Instagram.
Okay.
Lisa.
Samantha.
Did you know that there's an event with Anne Murray?
Yeah, I do.
July 31st.
Yeah.
2021.
I know, and I'm so excited, and I think it's going to be such a great birthday present. Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm not buying you that.
Why wouldn't you buy me that and buy one for you too? And we both can go.
I thought it was for free. I didn't realize you had to pay for it.
Yeah, it's $81 and worth every penny of it.
I hope Mike likes you enough to get it for you.
No, I want us both to go.
I'm not going. I don't like her that much.
I know, but come on. I go to your concerts. I don't like Michael Bublé, and I go to him.
It's a virtual afternoon for 3 hours with Anne
She's
Murray.
going to talk to us on
for 3 hours?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can go and do whatever you like.
Samantha, I have to have somebody with me. I can't go on my own. And we do all concert things together.
I'm not doing this.
If Michael Bublé was doing it, I would go with you.
I suffered once with Anne Murray. I went and listened to her in Regina.
Well, that's
enough.
I've suffered at least 2 times with Michael Bublé, maybe 3.
That is so rude.
Yeah, right? So, yes, get us our tickets.
I'm not getting you anything.
Get us our tickets. Happy
Better
birthday.
Talk to your hubby.
Come on, we can't miss out on it. She's inviting us to have lunch with her.
She's inviting everyone.
Well, I know, but once she sees it's us, she's going to be like, oh my God, it's Lisa and Sam. They made it.
Oh my God.
Right? Can't just, that's just how it is.
100 million degrees of separation from Jan Arden.
Well, not necessarily. Jan might even be there. Who knows?
And then all she'll think is, oh shit, they're stalking me.
They're stalking me. And then I would say, we're not stalking you because we're already friends. Thank you.
Oh, she didn't know that.
Well, she does. In her heart, she knows that. Just like Anne Murray knows in her heart.
Yes.
So, Samantha, yes, can we please buy the tickets?
I'll talk to your husband and we'll see what he can do for you.
My husband's going to say you take care of it.
No.
But he will appreciate you doing that for us. That's where he's at with that. I can guarantee you.
I'll talk to him.
I'm so excited. I've already put it on the calendar for us.
Okay, so here's another delusion that we should talk about.
Okay. That's not a delusion, just so you know.
Caroline, I have words for you, young lady.
Caroline, friend of the podcast.
You know who you are. You stop encouraging Lisa to sign up for things she should not be signing up for.
Samantha.
Lisa, the wall of chefs is for people who actually cook.
Yeah, that's why she gave it to me.
You should not be doing this.
That's why she sent it to me.
She put it on our Facebook group and I was like, don't you dare encourage this.
And what did I do? What did I send you?
Oh my God. I knew if it came to actually trying, you would be like, I'm out.
I started, okay, so here's the thing.
Oh my God.
Here's the thing, Samantha. So I started filling it in because I'm like, of course I'll go on that show. Right? Started filling it in, right? Like, how often do you cook? Who do you cook for? Do people love your food? Yes, yes, yes. All those things. Yes, they do. Right? But then the problem became that the questions just never ended.
Yes. And then they got harder.
It's like, remember when I was applying for the job to be like the Queen's social media lady? Remember? And I got halfway through the half an hour of paperwork and I'm like,
I'm out.
Liz, can we just pick up the phone on this one?
So this is what you need to know, folks. If you ever want Lisa to stop something, make it too long.
It's too long. It was too long.
Make the process too long.
But this is what I'm going to do for them. I'm going to send them an email and I'm going to let them know that, you know what, I respectfully decline. Because really, you know what? Should I take that away from some other people?
You would have had to actually apply.
But I've already won lots of cooking competitions. Remember, I won with the sandwich. Remember with the sub, and remember that wasn't too long ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer my services as a judge. Right? So if they
already have all of the chef judges.
I know, but if they need somebody to fill in, somebody gets sick, somebody comes down with the COVID.
It's called Wall of Chefs.
Yeah, I know. But if somebody gets sick or there's an emergency, I can be an advisor. Right? So before we decide that that's the person who goes through, they'll call me. It's what I see happening is it'll be a new spin on the show, actually. Right? So instead, before the chefs decide, right, they're going to phone a friend, which will be me. Right? and I will give them some guidance. I'll give them some guidance.
Yes, Lisa. Let's just watch that happen.
That's what's going to happen, Samantha. Okay?
All right. Okay.
Okay. And we're going to see Anne Murray. I'm so excited about that.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No,
yes,
we're not.
we are. Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Every day we're going to talk about it.
No, we're not.
And then I'm going to just, like kneading the bread, I'm going to wear you down. Wear you down. Stretch you out thin.
If I'm doing this, I'm dragging Michelle in with me.
She's never going to go.
Then I don't go.
She's never going to do it.
If you can't get both of us, Lisa, you're not going.
I shouldn't have to beg for my birthday gift. Right? I shouldn't have to beg. Okay, listen.
Our friendship is gift enough.
No, not when it comes to Anne Murray. No, our friendship is not gift enough for that. Okay, but here's some good news in my life.
Okay.
Finally, Samantha, my one new pair of shoes is no longer maiming my foot.
Yay!
Right? I noticed that today. I'm like, you know what? There is some truth in the phrase, you gotta put the work in. Right? You gotta put that foot into that shoe every day, pull it out bloodied, stump and all, and put it back in the next morning.
Bloodied stump and all.
Bloodied stump and all, right? You put it back in the next morning with a big smile on your face.
Yes.
And off you go. Back to work in that shoe. And then all of a sudden, 2 weeks later, the reward hits. And you're not having to take Tylenol every 4 hours.
Or put a Band-Aid on it.
Right?
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Okay,
or lose sleep over it because you know in 6 hours I gotta put my foot back in that shoe. Right? I can't sleep because of that.
Can't sleep.
Oh my goodness. But isn't that such great news?
That is very good news.
I know. But
the power of perseverance.
Well, you got to put the work in, right? But like all things, right? Like Garth Brooks said this in his autobiography. I'm just going to paraphrase it because I don't know for sure, but I could be making it up. But he said something similar to like with all good things come a curse. So with all good things, like my foot and my shoes, comes a curse. The curse, still no barbecuing.
Oh, that's the curse.
We're still not having barbecue this week. Another week with no barbecue.
What? Huh.
It's a little bit cold.
Oh, it's still too cold for him?
Still too cold. Hence another reason why I'm going to catch pneumonia for the world and not wear a jacket. Right?
Because you're going to prove to your husband that it's actually warm by not wearing a jacket?
I'm putting in the work.
You're putting in the work.
Putting in the work.
Oh, hey, maybe that's why he didn't start barbecuing, because you didn't start making it be warmer than it was supposed to be.
I didn't transition it enough.
There was no transition, so he was like, I'm waiting for Lisa.
Right?
That's it.
That's it.
He's waiting for you.
He's waiting for me.
Oh my God, you made your own mess. You did this to yourself.
Oh, I told you.
It's not even Michael's fault anymore.
I own it.
You better own it. Be accountable for the things in your life, Lisa.
I own it, Samantha. I own it. Right? I own it.
You did this to yourself.
I did it, right? I've wrecked the world right now for all those people.
It came full circle.
Right? It came back and bit me in the ass. That'll teach me, hey?
Okay, so what is this about you going on a hard-boiled egg diet?
Yeah, I'm going on a new diet starting tomorrow.
Why?
Because I am going to lose my muffin top.
And how is a boiled egg going to do that for you?
Because if I have a hard-boiled egg for every meal, in my mind, first off, that's good protein, and that'll fill me up. Because how many hard-boiled eggs does a person need to eat?
I don't know, but I'm curious too.
The average person can only maybe eat 2 eggs in a day, like 2 eggs at one sitting.
Maybe.
So I don't have a big appetite. If I just eat one, voila, there's like 100 calories in that egg.
Oh my God. And that's all you're going to eat, and you think you're going to lose your muffin top.
Yeah, on 300 calories a day.
Okay. You probably will faint at some point, so it's a good thing you work where you are.
And because I can eat my lunch in my office, it doesn't matter that it's a hard-boiled egg. It's just my office.
Oh, okay. So this means no more O. Henry then.
I haven't had a O. Henry all week.
No more hot lips.
Haven't had any hot lips all week.
No more bag of potato chips.
No potato chips all week.
Okay.
I've been doing really, really good. A couple peach rings. But for the most part, I've been a bit of a superstar, if I do say so myself.
A bit of a superstar.
Bit of a superstar. So
Nice.
I am gonna be the next best thing to an egg. That's what I'm gonna be. It's like, I'm gonna be like an egg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
good luck with that.
Yeah. Do
You
you
let
want to
me-
do? You want to do it with me?
No, because I want to eat more than 300 calories in a day.
I bet you the HHG would do the hard-boiled egg.
I'm sure
Diet.
she's already on that diet.
She probably
And
is
I
already on it.
I believe she sprinkles it with 5 cups of coffee
I think she does, right? And then a glass of wine at night.
and a glass of wine. Oh my God.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
All right.
Speaking of weird things, and
Okay.
God knows this is all about you. A weird Facebook post of a woman spackled with Pop-Tarts.
I know.
That
Right?
is so, I'm looking at it and I'm like, what is that?
It's art. It's art.
I'm like, oh my God, it's Pop-Tarts.
It's Pop-Tart art. I thought it was so cool.
I thought it was a good waste of a Pop-Tart.
Well, yeah, but sometimes, right? It's for art.
Was it a dummy or was it an actual person?
I think it was a real person.
Serious?
Yeah, just, like having some Pop-Tarts stuck to her for the beauty, like Lady Gaga's meat dress.
Oh my God.
Like similar to that type of a statement, I think.
I think it's a bad statement.
Well, I mean, you know what? I thought it was cool, and I think there's better ways. Like let's not waste the Pop-Tarts, right? Because but
then it got me thinking, I haven't eaten a Pop-Tart in a long time.
I know, right? I haven't had Pop-Tarts for a while either.
Oh my God.
And Pop-Tarts have some new flavors
Oh.
for the summer.
Yeah, but are we going to get them?
I don't know.
We never get them.
I know, but Pop-Tarts, it's like they followed my transition into summer food because the new flavors are peach cobbler,
Oh.
lemon cream pie, and banana cream pie.
Okay, I would do the peach cobbler.
I would do the lemon and the peach, and not the banana.
No,
I don't think I would do the banana.
I would do the lemon as well.
Yeah, I think they would be delicious.
It would be lovely.
Be so, so, so good. Dear Pop-Tarts.
Dear Pop-Tarts, hey, hit us up.
Hey, send us some our way. Right?
Anybody know the Pop-Tart people?
Anybody? Anyone work at a Pop-Tart? Know a Pop-Tart? Related to the Pop-Tarts?
Bueller.
Pop-Tart. That's what we need, Samantha. We need Pop-Tarts.
We need Pop-Tarts in our life.
Yeah, we haven't had enough Pop-Tarts in our life.
I need people to keep posting weird stuff like that because it's pretty funny.
It was real fun. It was super funny.
I quite enjoy it.
Somebody this evening posted, it looks like a big bread pillow.
Yeah, that was for you.
I know. And I'm like, I think it was Susie Norland, I think.
I think it was.
And I'm like, oh my God, you imagine? And then imagine if it was like you could smell the bread.
Oh!
Be my best sleep ever. A pillow that smelled like fresh bread.
So weird.
I would never, ever not sleep. I would only ever sleep.
That's
I wouldn't
true.
need the magic couch for the first 3 hours of sleep or nothing. I would just need my
God.
pillow.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you need.
That's all I would need.
Your bread pillow.
My bread pillow. Right?
Oh my God. Okay. So that leads us to Facebook Tuesday.
Oh my good controversy.
Oh my God. It was so funny.
I was a little disappointed, actually.
They went after blue cheese, which I personally hate myself, so I don't care.
You do hate blue cheese. I
Ugh.
love blue cheese.
Yucky pooey.
No, my thing, and I asked everybody the exact same question. To every blue cheese naysayer, I'm like, even dipping a chicken wing didn't matter.
Vegetables, a
A
cracker.
vegetable, a cracker, like anything, it's a dip, people. I'm not saying I want to eat like a chunk of it in its true form.
Uh-huh.
Because whenever you and I do you remember back in the day when you could go out to restaurants?
Back in the day when we ate a wing.
And we ate a wing, and I always ordered an extra blue cheese, and you always ordered a ranch.
Yes, because
for the dip. I know, and I'm like, I love blue cheese so much, but apparently the world does not.
The world hates that, and oh my God, a little bit of hatred for cottage cheese.
Which you know what? Woo woo. That was my hatred totally to cottage cheese.
And nobody really likes Swiss either, so.
Which I thought was odd. Like, I know I'm not a fan of Swiss, but I don't have any angst towards it.
Uh-huh. But I didn't realize that people felt strongly about cottage cheese.
Yeah, I hate it because it's ugly food.
I know. Because I was trying to convert a couple people, but they were like, no. Right?
There was it Mouse and Weens? They said they had bad memories from the 70s.
Yes!
Right? Right? And I remember that too, right? My mom would do shit like that, or there was always cottage cheese on the ever popular fruit platter.
Yeah.
Right? Right? Remember you go to the restaurant in the 70s and you'd get the fruit tray?
Yes.
And there was always like a clump of cottage cheese, and my mom, Wendy, would always take the pepper and she'd put the pepper on it. Oh. Yuck. Who does that? Who eats that ugly food? The 70s were fun.
They were fun.
Right? But that's ugly food.
Okay, but I have to mention Christine. She had the best argument for marble cheese.
Yes.
She said, marble cheese is a staple in a small town because it needs to always be present at small town functions along with banana bread.
It's so true, right? Like put it at a small town funeral with the finger sandwich.
And I'm like, you're absolutely right. Small town Saskatchewan does not hold a function without marble cheese and banana bread.
Right? Little squares of marble cheese with the toothpicks. Right? Because we're classy like that.
We're classy like that.
But then it got me thinking, is marble cheese is that another just Canadian thing?
It might be.
Because a lot of people hadn't heard of marble cheese.
Because marble cheese is just cheddar cheese. Just one is white and one is orange.
But it's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun. That's the only cheese the Gibsons will buy a block of.
It's the only cheese I actually like marble.
I do too, even though I'm sure it's all the exact same taste.
I'm sure it is, but I don't care.
I know, right? There's just something about it. It was so funny.
I just say thank you so much for the Facebook Tuesday comments, guys. I look forward to them.
Well, and Christine, I think it was Christine who also had said, I knew the day would come when you two would push the limits and go to here and go here with cheese. Well, you know what? It was time.
It was time. Okay, so this is the part where we ask you guys to invite your friends to the podcast, invite them to listen to us, bring them to our Facebook and our Instagram and the Twitter that we have. If you love what you hear, you have the ability to support us through Patreon or Podbean Patreon for as little as $2 a month. Patreon is patreon.com/IShakeMyHead, or you can go to Podbean, search for us, and Over My Face apparently is a money bag. And you can go through that. We also have merch. You can go to Threadless, and that's ishakemyhead.threadless.com. And there's lots of options to choose from. We have hats and bags and mugs, I believe, and lots of fun things like that. You can also, again, like I said, join us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can also find us at pod.link/ISMH or ismhead.podbean.com, where you can listen to us on any podcast app as well. And always, if you guys can, leave a little message if you've enjoyed the show.
Yes, absolutely.
After you've subscribed and downloaded to us, leave a little, hey guys, this was funny. Or Lisa, you're weird.
Or Lisa, I hate your hair.
That has come up.
Throw that in there too. Because guess what? Lisa probably hated it too.
Yes, she did. Okay, and we also love being part of the Podfix Network. There are a lot of great podcasts on there as well, so go check it out. But bigger news.
The man that dun da da da.
We both got vaccinated.
I was needled.
I was needled.
I was needled.
I got needled first.
You were the first needled, and the HHG just got needled today.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize I got it.
The three musketeers are all needled up.
We're needled up.
Needled up. Yeah. What'd you think of the whole process?
Well, I got pretty excited because I got to put on underwear and a bra.
There you go, right?
It felt pretty normal. And I was so glad that I got a wheelchair because we didn't know that they had them there. But on the safe side, I got a wheelchair because I was never going to walk that in my crutches.
Well, you know what?
It was so far.
It was far. It was far.
But being in a wheelchair, folks, got you to the front of the line.
There you go, right? So you got to bud.
I got to bud.
You got to bud. You know what? And then when we posted that picture of you, and I said, good looking eyebrow, Samantha.
I felt normal because I got to put on an eyebrow.
Right?
I was all like, oh my God, hi, Sam. How are you?
I know, right? Right? We're going to get you back.
There you go.
We're going to get you back one eyebrow at a time. Right? A little bit slowly.
Okay,
right?
but what did you think of the questions they asked?
I thought they were fine.
Okay, but did you not chuckle that they asked you if you were pregnant?
Yeah, and then I said to her, so help you gods, you better not have just jinxed all of this. And she laughed at that because I'm like, you don't ask people that question.
No, you don't.
No, right? Don't ask.
Yeah. Well, and then all I thought when I'm sitting there getting my needle, I thought of you because he's like, do you have any allergies? And all I thought was, well, I don't, but my friend has mushroom allergies.
Well, when they asked me if I had any allergies, I said penicillin, sulfa, and mushrooms. And the lady, she's like, you're allergic to mushrooms? I'm like, yeah. She's like, and this is what she said. She goes, and what's your reaction? She goes, is it anaphylactic? I said, yeah. I said, it makes me feel really, really sick too. She's like, well, there's no traces of that in this. She was so serious, She's like, there's no traces of that. I'm like, thank God.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Right? Well, what if there was? Yes, I did.
Mushrooms.
Yes, because my sister Linda and I are allergic to mushrooms.
Oh my God, oh my God.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to do that. I knew it.
You be thankful I don't add honey and cottage cheese to it too. Right? But then they're going to be like, oh, that's just a food allergy. No, I want it in there with my medical allergies.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Enough of that.
I'm just saying.
Enough of that.
Enough of
you.
Enough of you.
Okay, because you know what, Lisa?
Samantha.
We got a fun little bit here.
We do, right? So I had just said to you before we started recording, I said, I think I'm feeling some of the effects from my needle because I'm feeling all hot.
Hot.
But I bet you it's not from my needle. I bet you it's because I'm a woman of a certain age.
You are a woman of a certain age.
Right?
And this leads us to our guests of the show. All right, friends of the podcast, you are so lucky. Today, we have the co-hosts of Hot Flashes and Cool Topics, Colleen and Bridgett, with us today. Ladies, thank you for joining us.
Woohoo. Thank you for having us.
We're excited to be here.
Yes.
Took time out of your busy day. It's late where you are. We apologize.
We'll make it.
Good.
We'll make it.
So awesome. Thank you so much.
Well, I'm kind of curious. How did you two get together to start your podcast, Hot Flashes and Cool Topics?
Well, it is an interesting story. Bridgett and I both moved just outside Nashville about 5 years ago when our kids were kind of grown and almost flown. Mine flew back. So, they kind of revolving door. But we both moved to Nashville, just outside. And we became friends in our neighborhood. Our neighborhood is this kind of community feel where they have concerts and things to do. So we met through that. And we were having lunch one day with a friend of ours who has a very different podcast than what we have. But we started talking about all these issues that women in midlife and beyond talk about, but we talk about it at the lunch table. Nobody ever brings it to the media or society, like all these silly taboo subjects that shouldn't be taboo. And Bridget and I were like, well, let's give it a try. How hard could it be? And then we were like, okay, what did we just do? Did we bite off more than we could chew? But it's been a blast. We've been doing it like a year and a half. And it's just, it's been amazing, right, Bridget?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's hilarious. I mean, it took us 8 hours to do our trailer because we knew nothing. We knew our microphones were canceling each other out. We ended up just using one. We had it scripted, and we just flub one line and just be like, you know, and
you know what?
dropping a lot of F-bombs when we knew we could.
We sure were. Yeah.
You're stealing our heart right now, because that's 100% our backstory too.
Oh yeah. Oh,
and still, right?
Oh yeah. And now, yeah, it's insane. And just everything we've had to learn. And then now there's always something new coming out.
Always.
You know, like we've got to learn this thing. Now we have to learn this, and we got to learn Clubhouse, and we need to learn Reels and all this.
I just learned Reels this week with my work. And so I wanted to learn it, but I didn't want to learn it by testing us on the podcast first, right? So I'm like, I wonder if I could figure out how to learn this through my work and let them kind of be the guinea pig. Samantha, that was what today's was a reel.
It was very lovely, Lisa.
I know, right? Right? So I completely 100% dig where you've been, and we get the path you two have walked. Now, I have a question for you. As ladies of certain age, let's be honest, guys, friends here, how do we feel about aging?
You want to go? You want to take this, Bridget? Because I'm fine. I could care less.
There are a lot of things that I like so much better about being this age. Like so many things I don't care about that used to be a big deal to me. I have more freedom. I feel more secure financially. But by golly, I am really tired of this belly that just came out of nowhere. And, you know, things like that. And just like I run my butt off doing all this crap and nothing moves. Nothing moves. Yeah.
I put the Fitbit on. I walk, and my muffin top just stays the same.
Yeah. So
great?
that ticks me off. But really, I think I feel so much freer than I did. So I would not change this age. I would not trade to be younger. I wouldn't do it. I'm much happier being 53. Yeah.
And do you agree with that too, Colleen?
Absolutely. There's a freedom. Like so many people that we talk to that kind of got stuck in the past that say, you know, I'm no longer raising my kids, or I'm no longer climbing the corporate ladder. Like freedom, hello, you know, you get to decide what you want to do for the next 30, 40, hopefully 50 years. Yeah. And so it's just, we have had so much fun over the last year and a half doing this. If someone would have told us 2 years ago, we would be hosting a podcast and like talking to these people we never thought we'd meet and learning all the stuff we never thought we needed to learn, but obviously we do. We would have thought they were crazy. So I think we're incredibly lucky and just excited for what's around the corner. You know, the muffin top isn't great. I actually remember going to my gynecologist appointment and actually telling them that obviously the scale had broken because there was no way and getting the like pretty look from the nurse going, no, honey, it's not. I'm like, yes, it is.
And you know what?
At least it might be.
The thing is with the muffin top is I believe that the muffin top weighs more than fat. It weighs more than muscle. It weighs the most weight than any other part of the human body. And that I don't think is being explored enough.
It is not. But I felt
good topic.
Yeah, I felt so much better last night. I'm on a tennis team and we had a little bitty get together, and one of the girls there said, she's a dietitian. She said, I told her I step on the scales backwards now when I go to the doctors. And I tell them, do not tell me what that says, because that will depress me. And I'm going to step on the scale backwards, write it down for your needs, you know, what you need it for. And she said, those are always messed up anyway, because people are on and off them all the time and they are not calibrated right. And I said, thank you. So,
See, I was right. It's broken.
It is broken. It is. The dietitian said so.
I love that.
That's so funny.
Okay, so is there like a factor, like a symptom of perimenopause or menopause that sort of caught you by surprise as you were aging? Like as you were starting the process or going through it?
Bridget suffered a lot from hot flashes, hence the
did.
title of the show. But
I did.
you really went through like a ton of them an hour. She was
Oh
just
yeah,
like,
10 an hour. I mean, it started out with night sweats, and I didn't know what perimenopause was when I was going through this, and I was like, why am I sweating at night? What's going on? I had no idea. And then I was a teacher, and one of my co-teachers was like, oh yeah, I get night sweats. And I'm like, there's a name for it? Like what?
Okay.
But I did. Hot flashes were terrible. It got to the point where if I barely moved, if I folded laundry, I was dripping in sweat. So then I was like,
it's the worst.
I'm not moving. I'm just going to sit like this. And then the muffin top came. So
And then the muffin top.
yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. What about you,
I would
Colleen?
say it was the brain fog. I thought I had early onset Alzheimer's. I swear I did. I would like cry to my husband. I can't remember so-and-so's name. I can't remember the name of this actor on the TV show. I can't remember what I did this morning. You're looking for your phone while you're talking on it to someone saying, I can't find my phone because you're just lost your mind. And I really thought that I was early onset dementia. But it was brain fog. And honestly, it's still there.
We just start thinking that we're losing it, eh?
Right.
Samantha,
Absolutely.
what about you?
But society is not friendly to us at all. Like they're not friendly to the women who are in their midlife going through all of this. And women start as early as in their 30s with perimenopause. So it's just so ridiculous that there's not more research done about the different symptoms that we get, because I'm starting to get chills.
Mm-hmm.
That's a symptom.
That is a symptom.
That's a symptom. And I'm like, huh?
I think that's
I thought it was supposed to be getting hotter.
Because all of a sudden I'm sitting here, it's nothing, everything is fine. There's no breeze or nothing. All of a sudden it's like head to toe chill.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, and then when I started researching, I'm like, what is this? Like, am I sick? Like, what's going on? And I'm like, no, it's menopause. It's perimenopause. And I'm like, shut the front door.
Yeah,
it really is the craziest thing. Like I always joke, like 2 years ago, I had a heart attack and I was just starting my menopause and I had like crazy hot flashes and things like that. And I swear to God, I had my heart attack. I had my heart surgery and it's like they didn't remove anything, but it's like as though they removed the menopause part. And I've had nothing. Not that I'm saying go sign up for a heart attack, right? Still not worth it. But but it took away, right? Like all of a sudden I was like, God, I don't have hot flashes anymore. I don't have the sweats. I don't have anything. It's like it's completely gone. Yeah.
Did they stick some estrogen in there?
Who knows what they did? But I've said that since day one. Hey, Sam.
Yeah. Well, she's always been really hot, and then as soon as she had her heart attack, it was like, I am so cold all the time.
Yeah. I'm like, everything's done, everything dried up, and everything went away.
Yeah. Oh wow! But Sam, you were saying how it's not acknowledged, and it's like people don't want to talk about it, and so many people that we have talked to and interviewed, people in the media, people that work for publications will say, we try to get it out there, and marketers will reject them and tell them, well, it's not sexy. It's not sexy, so we don't want this because it's not sexy. And
yes, but let's throw in a singing tampon commercial because that really gets me going.
Sexy.
Hey, exactly. So it's funny that you mentioned, how you guys have talked to like some of your guests and stuff. You guys, like your podcast is killing it, and you guys have had a ton of fantastic guests on your show. Do either of you guys have a favorite that you've had?
Oh gosh, that's like
you guys have had so many. Like, you
child.
guys have had like Mary Lou Henner and Carla Hall. And
oh my gosh,
and Carney Wilson.
Oh my God.
Well, I have to say, I was actually kind of nervous to have. I'm usually pretty good about it, but I was a little nervous about Mary Lou Henner because she has an autobiographical memory. So I knew if I screwed it up, she would always remember my name, what I was wearing, what I said to her. And I'd be like, if I mess this interview up, it will forever be in her brain.
It will never go away.
So I was a little worried about that one.
I forgot
but she was lovely.
She was
She
great.
does.
She was great. Oh, it's hard to have a favorite because like I almost
Carla
have
Hall was pretty awesome.
Carla Hall was
I
really
could see Carla
funny.
Hall being
and
really awesome too.
like Patricia Heaton it was so funny. She just stayed on and on. We were ready to, okay, thank you. And then she goes, oh, wait, I didn't talk about Botox and tummy tucks. And we're like, okay. But there, our first kind of celebrity was Mindy Cohn from Facts of
From
Life.
Facts of Life.
Oh,
She is so
cool.
nice and so funny.
Wow.
And she even agreed to do a clubhouse. Like one night, like, hey, I'll do a clubhouse. Sure, we'll moderate. And called Colleen Call, and I was Bridge. And I was like,
yeah,
wow.
our names
But-
are shortened now.
Yeah, you guys are like
friends.
in there, hey?
It's so weird. So I have like the celebrities, and then I have the non-celebrities, and it's kind of hard because really we're so grateful to any guest.
Yeah.
And I have a personal friend that I grew up with in high school, and she is one of the people from the United States, she and her wife, that went to the Supreme Court and got marriage equality passed.
Oh, wow.
And
That's
so
amazing.
I'm just talking to, one of the 6 couples. And I was like, we were trying to think of something to do to commemorate Pride Month. And I was like, oh, Colleen, I have a friend that was, and Colleen was like, what?
Wow.
So we had them
Could you
on.
call her now and get her
She's
on the
so
show?
nice. And she and her wife came on. It was so they're like my private, maybe my non-celebrity favorite.
Yeah.
But
And
then
people ask us if we know, if, do you have somebody in the know? Are you in? No, we did not know anyone. We are not in the entertainment world.
Yeah.
We just are annoying as heck and kept asking until they were like, please, I will come on the show.
Just leave me alone.
And now,
we
even
had
now, like
one of those too.
Yes.
it's like, yeah, exactly. Just please, if you stop calling me. But like when we are on Zoom and about to interview and their name pops up, Rich and I were like giggling before we let them in. We're like, Patricia Heaton's on the phone. Like, she's going to call us.
It says she's here. It says to admit it. Admit you record it. You record it, Colleen.
Wow. Hey?
On.
So is there like a secret list that you have of like other favorite guests that you might have, or do you guys just sort of like whatever pops up?
Oh, go ahead, Colleen.
I'm always watching TV going, oh, I want her on the show. And Bridget reads her People magazine. She's like, oh, I want her on the show. So that's kind of our research. Like,
okay, go.
It's just
People magazine.
books, right? Mm-hmm. And books come out a lot. Now the narrative is starting to slowly change for women in midlife and beyond. And it is becoming more of an open dialogue. But I have to say that probably every, if not almost every star we have had on our show started by saying, once I heard the title of your show, I had to be on. Hot Flashes and Cool Topics, I had to do it. So picking the title, we were lucky because it catches their eye and they're like, the fact that they would talk about hot flashes is huge because they wouldn't have talked about that 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely, I mean, you guys are definitely touching on all of the points, right, that everybody wants to be a part of.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying, Colleen, is the secret to landing a guest, like someone you're really interested in, is you just keep bothering them, right? Is that what you like? Is that the MO?
It's either going to end up in a friendship or restraining order. Those are your options.
We haven't gotten a restraining order
We haven't
yet.
gotten a restraining order yet.
Oh my God, Samantha, they sound so much like me and you. Hey, we haven't had a whole lot of guests. We've just started dabbling in guests this year, really. Yeah. But we had one because we're Canadian. So Jan Arden is one of our favorite Canadian superstars out here, and she's a wonderful. She's a musician and does a lot of great things. And same type of thing, right? Like I would tweet her and tweet her and tweet her and tweet her.
Oh my God.
And then finally when COVID hit, right? Tweet. And it's like, she sent a message and I swear to God, it was like, you win. You win.
We weren't going anywhere. Everybody was on lockdown. Right. It's like,
that's what we did.
You're not busy right now, can you? Right?
I remember.
Like, oh, you win.
Yeah. Colleen said that last year. She's texting me. Okay, nobody's going anywhere. this is our time.
This is
our time to get out
Exactly.
there and just
Captive
trying to figure
audience.
out the way. Like I'm better at finding authors because when you go to their publisher, they want to promote their books.
Right.
So
Yeah.
So when I see somebody has written a book, I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what the book's about, if it could fit into what we're talking about. And sometimes it's like, daggone it, that book doesn't fit our, it doesn't, I can't make it work. But boy, I wish it could.
But has she ever been 50? Will she be 50?
Yes.
We can probably figure it out somehow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was I was curious because you got Christy Tate, who wrote the book Group, and it's doing very well. And I work for a bookstore here in Canada, and it's doing well in Canada as well. So how, was that really?
I went to a publisher. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I think I saw her book in People or in Wall Street Journal. One of those two. Those are my two go-tos. And very different publications, but my go-tos. And I think I saw her book in one of those. And then she was the Reese Witherspoon has the book club. So it was that one. And I thought, oh my goodness, I think this would be really good to talk about mental health because that's such a big issue. And she was great. She was fantastic.
Good for you guys.
Yeah.
Good for you guys. Like I said, you guys are just doing it. I love your podcast and I love you guys. And so whenever I see something that you guys are doing, it's kind of like, it's like it's like in the world of podcasting, we're all connected, right? So it's like, we're a little family and I'm like, look at the girls go. And you guys were just featured in Women's Day magazine. Shut the front door.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And of course, they're on every shelf except for the week that we were featured in it. Normally it's right in our grocery stores like Publix and Kroger's. Bridget and I are like, we cannot find a single copy anywhere.
No way.
I'm calling my mom. I ended up finding a couple, but it was ridiculous.
I have a cousin that I actually have never met just through Facebook.
Yeah.
And she mailed me some. And then my best friend from my hometown found it. And I'm laughing. My nephew, his fiance's mother mailed him like 5 in St. Louis, Missouri. And she mailed him 5. He's like a 23-year-old boy, a male. that was so funny. So
it was
good for you guys.
It was shocking because they had contacted us and they were like, we would like to feature you in Women's World. And we're like, no, really, who is this?
Who is this?
Who is this?
Yeah.
And we're like, really? And then
good for you.
Later, they just
there it was.
There was our mug.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
I think it's fabulous. Like anytime a podcast can be featured anywhere and somebody talks about it, and it's not like famous people who started their podcast, right? It's not an actor or an actress or
that's right.
Somebody connected to the entertainment world that actually gets noticed. That is so cool.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that frustrating? Cool. Don't you guys find that like these people like shoot to number 1 because they're famous, but they just shoot to number 1 and you're like, okay.
They probably don't put the work in that we're putting in.
No.
The hours that we put in.
Who's doing their research for them? Who's ready, who's setting up their tech?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
They just tape it and then move on. They're not
exactly
on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, ladies, I have a little game I'd like to play with you. I'm calling it This or That, the Menopause Edition.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to pick one. Hot flashes or chills?
Oh, chills.
Chills. Yeah.
Chills me too.
Definitely. I'd rather be cold than I'm free. My poor husband, I'm freezing him out of the house. Like seriously. He used to be the one with all the heat and he'd be like, it's so hot. Now he's like, can I please have another blanket? It's
you can use blankets, but you can only get so naked. You can't get more naked. Yeah.
So true, right?
Yeah.
So true. Okay. Sleepless nights or night sweats?
Both suck. I'm gonna go with night sweats because at least you're sleeping.
Me too. Yeah, night sweats.
I'm taking sleepless nights.
I'm taking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not a sleeper. I'm not much of a sleeper, so I'll just lay awake.
I can't
don't want to lay there
function.
sweating.
If I have, like, I'm just in a fog. If I have this, but I wasn't like that until I got a little older, and it was like mess with my sleep, and I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah.
Okay, thinning hair or dry, itchy skin?
Oh,
Dry, itchy skin.
Dry itchy skin,
Dry,
'cause I'll
itchy
just cream
skin.
myself all the time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
'cause
yeah.
thinning hair is a thing, and I'm just like,
Yes.
oh God,
Samantha, I've been going through it. Remember?
no, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Stop cutting your hair.
It's not because of that.
No, we've talked to a trichologist that worked, with hair. We've talked to a few hair care people. So
It's a hair expert. Trichologists
Yeah.
are hair and scalp.
Wow.
Who knew? They're hair and scalp experts. And
Wow.
yeah, your hormones definitely affect the thinning, the changing texture, all
The
that
whole bit.
fun stuff.
Why isn't there more research into this for women? Why are we suffering? I'm sorry. I'll just stop.
Because men are sitting, because men don't go through menopause. That's why. If
There
men
it
had,
is.
I mean, they
That's
go through
right.
andropause, which is a lower testosterone, and then they take a little blue pill, and all is right with the world.
And
We
all
don't
goes-
have
and it all
a
goes
little
back to
blue
normal.
pill.
Right.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
That's so
Okay. Okay. Fatigue or brain fog?
Oh gosh,
That's
Bridget, you
hard.
do this one.
Oh, I think I'll take fatigue because I love naps. So, yeah.
I'll go with
Yeah.
fatigue because the brain fog it's hard to even get a straight sentence out sometimes.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I have brain fog lots of times, so I think I've adjusted.
There you go.
Oh my God.
Samantha, what about you?
I think I would go with fatigue because I again could nap. I mean,
Mhm.
I could nap, but it's brain fog. I think I am already affected by it, and it's just like you walk into a room and you're like, I don't know why I'm here.
But
Mhm.
Samantha, I need you
And
to
I'm
not
like-
ever have fatigue because that's not a good look for you either.
Oh, shut up!
I'm just saying, right? It's not a good thing.
It's not about me right now.
I know it's not. It's
Okay,
not.
okay, couple more. Weight gain or irregular periods?
Oh,
Irregular
irregular periods. Yes.
That was a throwaway.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, racing heart or mood changes?
Racing heart. And I know that's terrible. Yeah.
I
but
would say
racing
racing
heart.
heart too. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Isn't it
I
great?
just-
We'd rather have a racing
What?
heart.
We'd than to put our family through those mood
The mood
changes.
changes.
Yeah, just for the sake that's one I'm giving one up for the team. So
I remember asking my father. I remember saying to my father, like my mom passed away years ago, and I remember saying to him, like, how was she during menopause? Did she have it for a long time? And he's like, she had it forever. And I'm like, oh. And I don't necessarily remember, right? Because we're young, and
yeah.
she might have just been cranky. I don't know, but he's like, she had it forever,
Ever.
with a lot of bitterness in his
His
voice.
voice since the day I met her. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's too funny. Okay, I have a couple questions now. Okay, do these things happen to you guys? Okay, I want to get your take on these things. Do you guys find that you get that little hair that grows under your chin, but your upper
Oh,
lip and your leg and the hair on your legs stop growing?
I
would say
definitely
it's more than one hair under the chin. It's kind of like a patch. And I would say like male pattern baldness on the legs, like you get it in
So
again,
weird, right?
get it in patches.
Yeah.
And if the
yeah.
light catches it, you'll see just like one really long one on your leg. And it's like,
Yeah.
where the hell did that come from?
Exactly.
Yeah,
And why
that's-
is it
yeah.
longer than the rest?
I'll
Yeah,
get,
because
like-
that had to have taken a long time to grow.
Get there. You wonder what's going on. One time, sometime I'll get like this really long, thin one right here. One. And you think you've got a hair on your neck and you're trying to push your hair away. And this one won't go away.
Yeah.
And there it is, but it's thinner than your normal hair.
Yeah,
It's
like
weird.
why there? Like
It's so weird. But
Right?
yeah,
Well,
I can definitely
Yeah.
see little
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
It
oh
was
my
funny
goodness,
because
yes.
one time we were about to tape a show and Bridgett got a phone call right before we were going on taping, and she's on bioidentical hormones. So they called her to tell her testosterone levels were like through the roof. They were way too high. And the first thing I did was start checking her face for facial hair, because like when the testosterone is too high, like your beard starts coming in. Yeah. And I'm like, Bridgett, I don't see any hair coming anywhere.
Are you have got to stop the testosterone right now. Are you getting facial hair? And I was like, nothing more than, I mean, they were like, stop. Like, are you growing, you know what? I mean, I was like, not that I've noticed. I don't know.
It's like, it is just the craziest thing. Like, I get fuzzy. Like on my face, I get fuzzier. And then one time, and I shared this on our podcast, my husband, Mike, and I, we were driving and the sun must have been hitting me. And Mike says to me, he goes, can I just say something? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, if I can see it, others can too. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Right?
Yes.
And on one hand, I'm like, thank you, because you're really the only human that I see because of COVID. So thank you. But on the other hand, you big jerk.
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
I'm sure that would be something tough for my husband to even. He'd be like, "Oh God!"
I tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, my next question. I find that I cry at the mention or the sight of crying.
I am not. I don't cry as much as I used to.
Really?
I don't cry.
I never was a crier, so maybe this is new for me.
It's really weird because it's the opposite. I used to get much more emotional.
Yeah.
And I can go months without crying.
Oh my goodness! I can't even get through a commercial without crying.
But then I'll listen to some stupid song in my car by like Wildfire about the horse that busted down a stall, and I'm like bawling in my car by myself. That's like 5, I'll probably go 5 or 6 weeks without crying.
Really? Samantha, are you more emotional?
I tend to be, but Lisa, you're the one that likes to cry in the kitchen.
Oh, now I just cry anywhere. It doesn't even matter. My husband's like, what's with you? I have no idea. I have purposely started watching the TV show This Is Us only because I thought it gave me an excuse to cry.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
And that one's hard.
Every episode.
Every daggone time you think you're going to make it. I've kind of record that and have to save it for my monthly 6 weeks cry. Yeah.
Right? And then you got to do it in private, right? Because it's not even a pretty cry.
Oh, no.
It's like it's your family and you're involved in it.
Yes.
Ladies, do your elbows and your neck sweat? You got that?
My neck does.
Yeah.
My elbows.
The back of my neck, but not.
Well, the inside right here.
There.
But not here. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll sweat here. I'm thinking of my elbows, and I'm like, I don't think so.
The crook of your elbow.
Yes.
I'm more focused on the fat that waves back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
Than the actual inside of my. I don't actually see the inside. I just wave the fat back.
Yeah, I have a theory on that. And my theory is if Oprah Winfrey still has it, it means it's never going away, guys.
Yeah, that's right.
She'd get rid of it by now, right?
Oh, yeah. She could, easily afford. Yeah,
I think that's like the most noticeable. Hey, is our wings.
Oh, it is. But the back of your neck, like especially with long hair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, it's just
so crazy.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So I think it was Colleen had touched on her husband with all the layers. And my husband right now, he's going through this phase where he refuses to layer up because when he was growing up, they had to layer up, right? Because his mom had menopause really, really bad. So I always joke and I'm always like, you know what? Then you're going to have to find a new place to live, I think. Because we're not going to coexist like this. We're just not going to. He doesn't understand the difference between hot in the room or hot in my room, in my body. He doesn't understand. It's like hot in here, not hot in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You guys struggle with that?
Oh, my husband. Yeah. I've got this sweater on because he has this air conditioner too cold for me down here. And then like the upstairs air conditioner has a mind of its own. So I'll go upstairs and it's like 80 degrees and I'll come downstairs and it's like 60 degrees. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I had the sweater on the chair ready for the podcast because I knew I was coming downstairs.
You knew you were coming downstairs.
So he likes it cold. So I don't know, Colleen, what about Randy? How does he like
I used to think that he liked it cold until I started getting hot flashes, and then I realized not so much. No, he doesn't. Because like we'll be in the car and I'll have the air it'll be like 30 degrees outside and I'll have the air down to 60 blowing directly on me, and he'll have like the seat warmers on as high as they can go just to keep his body warm. And I'm like, is it hot in here? Can we roll the window? We don't roll windows. Can we press the window down?
We press the window. Exactly.
We don't roll windows in anymore. But yeah, no, I never realized. I always thought he was the one who was cold. And now at night, he's like, you're stealing the blanket. You're stealing the blanket. Stop. It's hot in here. And you're right. It is an internal heat that they can't understand. No. And when you wake up and you're cold because you had a night sweat, but you didn't wake up during the night sweat, you just woke up when it turned freezing cold.
Right, when you're an ice cube.
Right. You have to make your way somewhere to change your clothes to go back to bed.
Yeah.
They sleep through that. And you're worried about waking them up. You're miserable and you're worried about.
So crazy.
That's good. Those were my questions. Those were just a few things I was wondering about. I'm a question asker.
Oh, hey, that's good.
Okay. I got one last one. Okay. What's the one thing you hope listeners take away from your podcast?
I think go ahead.
No, go ahead, Bridgett.
I feel like I don't want them to feel alone. I want them to feel brave enough. If something is really bothering them, I want them to realize that they are not crazy and that it is okay to ask about this. And if you ask a medical professional and they ignore you, I want them to realize, go ask someone else, that they have the opportunity to seek other help, that one person's thought or opinion is not the answer to everything. So that's something I want them to take away.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I just want them to have some time to enjoy. If it's 40 minutes long, they enjoyed the conversation. They felt like they were sitting at a table with us, drinking a glass of wine and just chatting with friends. But also that at this stage of life, it's not a crisis. It's really an opportunity to enjoy what you want to do. It could be something as simple as learning to bake or starting a crazy podcast. I mean, it really be an author. It's just, there's opportunities out there that some women, they just are so in like this deep place that they can't see it. So Bridgett and I hope that we lighten the load a little bit and that they say, okay, maybe there is something to look forward to here and have some fun.
For you. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Because it's hard enough living as a human, but when you feel like you are alone and you don't have anywhere to go or anyone to talk to, that's even worse. But I think you ladies, the way you tackle the topics, it's fantastic. And I'm just so thankful that we had this moment to talk to you.
So much fun.
Thank you.
Really, really appreciate it. And I do need to say, who answered the State of Menopause Instagram post?
Was that you or me? That was you? Okay.
Me.
Do you, so I follow Stacey London now. Like I always followed Stacey London, but now she's the CEO of State of Menopause.
Yeah.
And you take
we just talked to her the other day.
Yesterday. She's awesome. Yeah, she's awesome.
She'll be an upcoming guest. She's amazing.
Episode. Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
But yes, I used the turmeric religiously until I ran out, and then I had to go to the drugstore and get more. But it is amazing. It helps with inflammation. Like, you don't even realize that, I don't know about you guys, but I can't get up from a chair or bed or anything anymore silently. It's always like, okay, I'm getting up. I'm doing. And a lot of it is inflammation. And when you take the turmeric, it does help. So
I work at the hospital and I work in the gift shop, and I had a nurse. Funny you might bring this up. I had a nurse yesterday telling me that she had a patient who had gout, and that's what she was telling them to use was turmeric.
Yes, yeah.
It just helps with inflammation. So I do always check with your doctor. We're not doctors.
Yes.
But it definitely, for me, it helps a lot. I take it every day.
And they have that arnica lotion. The arnica with arnica oil in it, or is it just
cream?
It's a great arnica cream. And you could I'll put that like my hands, but I also will put it like on my knees or on my elbows. They have some great stuff. They have a
Wow.
CBD oil.
And I
which is
actually used it on the injection site for my COVID shot.
Okay.
And it helped because they can get swollen and a little red.
Yep.
And it was great.
Awesome.
So-
Cool.
Awesome.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, ladies, for spending time with us. We really, really appreciate it. Hopefully you'll come back again.
Absolutely. Yes.
You'll have to come on our show, guys.
Yes, we'd love to talk to you all.
We'll create
Yes.
some questions for you guys.
Yeah.
You put us
We
on
are
the hot seat.
Bridgett.
Put us-
Yes, that's
We
right.
love your show. And we were excited to be on
Yes,
it.
Thank
it's
you
so
so
funny.
much.
It's so funny. I love it.
That's
Thank
good.
you.
So-
Well, I think just like you ladies, we just want our podcast to be just a cool place for people to come and listen and laugh and just not worry about what's happening in their life.
There's so
And-
much stress, right? We don't
Yeah.
need to add any more stress to people.
Yeah.
Mhm,
So I
absolutely.
think between the two podcasts, we're just creating communities where people feel like they can be
Yeah.
who they want to be. you know?
Yes, and that
So-
makes it fun.
So
Mhm.
where can everybody find you guys?
We are on any podcast platform that you are listening to your podcast now. We have a new episode come out every Wednesday and sometimes a little bonus one on Friday, but any podcast platform. So Apple, Spotify, wherever you find your podcasts.
Awesome.
And we have a website as well with all of our episodes on that and any other cool stuff. We have a few YouTubes. We're on all the social media things. We have
Not
even
TikTok.
a Pinterest page, but not TikTok and not Snapchat. Yes, but yes. We haven't. No,
Yeah.
we just haven't done that.
No.
Mhm. But it's
That's so
hotflashescooltopics.com is
Awesome.
our mhm.
Okay.
Awesome.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Lisa. Any last words?
No, just you know what? Thanks for coming on and thanks for answering some of our questions for us.
Oh my God, Colleen and Bridgett were so much fun.
Those girls are so funny.
They're
so
hilarious. They
right?
made me feel better about the weird shit that's happening to me.
And that's their goal, right? Is to make people not afraid of menopause.
Exactly.
Right? So, you know what, friends of the podcast, check them out. They're on all the socials. We'll post their stuff at the end of our podcast.
Yes.
We'll post all their information. But that was just a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun.
They were lovely. So glad we had them on.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that leads me to another lady that we quite enjoy because we did see her in concert.
We did.
Carol Burnett turned 88 this week.
I know, right?
She is hilarious.
My heart just opens up and is overwhelmed by Carol Burnett.
I love her so much.
And her humor. And like when we saw her live, similar to when we see Anne Murray at the virtual lunch.
No, we're not.
It'll be that same
Sure.
type of feeling, right? It's just going to be like overwhelming and again, right? One that we need to do. But the beauty with Carol Burnett is that there aren't strong, like there's funny women, but there aren't Carol Burnett women anymore.
No,
Right?
I agree.
They don't make them like that.
No. She had a
Right?
wicked sense of humor.
So funny.
Her show, the Carol Burnett show, I couldn't wait to watch it when I was a kid
I know, right?
because it was always funny.
Yeah. That was my mom's bargaining chip because it was on after the time where she felt that she was done parenting, which was like around 8. And right? Because she was.
Oh my God.
Anytime after 8, she felt that her job was done.
Yes.
And she would let us, if we were good, we could stay up and watch the Carol Burnett show with her. Even though we were probably way too young for it.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
But it didn't matter.
No, it didn't matter.
It didn't matter. And then that brings us to another girl who blows my mind at her age too. Barbara Streisand just turned 79.
I know. She,
Wow.
another phenomenon, can do anything,
Right?
is amazing.
Right? Barbara, can you hear me? Barbara, can you see me? Right? Like, oh my God, what is with these people?
I don't know.
So crazy.
I thought it was delightful.
So crazy.
You know what I think is really interesting though? Hi, my name is Sam and I may be potentially addicted to award shows. And I didn't watch the Oscars live. I did, however, watch it on my app that I have later. And I was one of the 10 million people who watched the Oscars.
Yeah, down from the 90 million that used to.
I know.
The rest of us are over it.
Okay, well, no offense. It was super boring.
Oh.
There was no razzle dazzle. There was no singing. There was nothing.
They weren't even like, I get, yes, they were dressed up, but you're dressed down for dressed up.
Yes, that's
right?
true.
It was a dressed down version of dressed up.
Yeah. And I watched the whole thing, but I did fast forward through most of it. I only caught the parts that were interesting for me anyways. But the one thing that I thought was interesting is that Anthony Hopkins won for Best Actor at the age of 83.
And wasn't he sleeping or something?
He wasn't there.
No, but they said in an interview that he was actually in bed sleeping when he won.
He probably was.
Yeah, right? Because he old.
He old. And he's actually the oldest person to ever win Best Actor. Yeah.
Huh,
and then Chloe Zhao won for Best Director for Nomadland.
Yeah.
And she's the second woman to win this award for Best Director.
Interesting.
Isn't that sad?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You know what? I don't care. I don't care about the Oscars.
You hate films.
I hate them. I used to like them. I hate them now. I hate them. I hate award shows during COVID.
Okay, but
I think everybody should just be at home.
I watch it for the fashion because I like it when they get all fancy and dressed up and stuff. But Halle Berry made a very interesting splash on the carpet.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And did you like that look?
Well, she had a blunt bob with like baby bangs.
And did you like it?
I'm not sure.
Are you thinking about getting a new hairdo?
I'm not doing that.
You're not doing that one?
No, I would never cut my bangs that short. Why?
You used to, when I first met you, you had those bangs.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did. You had platinum blonde hair.
I had short hair then.
Take a look at your university
I had
picture.
short hair.
Yeah, right? And you had short bangs.
I'm never doing that again. I thought she looked lovely. I wasn't entirely sure about the baby bang.
Okay, so here's my question. Okay, so you're going to the Oscars, Samantha. Or better yet, right? Let's pretend we're going to Anne Murray's virtual lunch. Let's call it like the Oscars, okay? So you're going to the Oscars and you have to do your hairdo, right? Are you wearing your messy bun? Are you accessorizing that with like a jewel? What's that looking like?
Lisa, I'm not going to the Oscars, so there's no bun, there's no nothing.
What about when we go see Anne Murray's virtual?
I'm not doing anything for Anne Murray because I'm not going.
You're going to go.
I'm not going.
You're going to go.
I'm not going.
You're going to go. You're going to go.
Let's stop arguing about it.
We won't be arguing.
So is this your haircut then, Lisa? A blonde bob with baby bangs?
Like, do you think I kind of have baby bangs already?
You have baby bangs, but it would take you 5 years to grow your hair.
Like, but my hair kind of already is a bit of a bob.
You'll start looking like Little Orphan Annie before you go anywhere.
It has to go through that stage, right? It has to go through that in-between stage. But do
you remember when Nikki had puffy hair?
I remember when Nikki had puffy hair.
Do you remember when Nick had puffy hair?
I felt bad for your nephew.
That was interesting puffy hair.
Yeah, he had big hair.
He had very big hair.
I know.
You will look like that.
I can empathize, but don't you think I kind of have a bob right now?
No, you do not. You have a short haircut.
It's not short.
It is short.
It's not short.
It is short.
Why do you have to emphasize it? Can't you just say it's short?
It's a pixie cut.
It's not. Is it a pixie cut? Because for years I've been trying to get a pixie cut, and now it's a pixie cut. Oh my God! Why couldn't we have branded it so many years ago?
I don't know.
Is it a pixie?
I believe so.
I believe it might be.
I believe it is.
I've stopped wishing because I always just thought you'd be like, it's not that. And now,
Lisa, it's whatever the hell you want it to be.
Right? It's kind of fun and pixie-ish.
But it could be the summer of bangs, Lisa.
For me?
For anybody.
I kind of have bangs already.
This is what happens when you have nothing to do. You read article after article. And apparently, it could be the summer of bangs.
Interesting.
Right?
Interesting.
It's for a positive change.
You know what I want for you? I want it to be the summer of no messy bun.
I'm going to do whatever I want, Lisa. And if it's a messy bun, it's a messy bun.
I want you to get your hair cut.
As soon as I can maneuver more than one step at a time.
Okay, you heard it here, friends of the podcast. Samantha's going to cut her hair.
I'm going to cut my hair, but I didn't say what. Whatever.
I'm just saying, right?
Okay, Lisa.
Let's do something different. Let's both. If I'm going to keep the pixie.
Oh my God, you cannot possibly do anything different with your hair. You don't have
both.
enough hair.
Let's get new do's. Let's do new do's. New do you.
I'm fine.
New do you.
I'll think about it.
And I'll do a new do me.
Okay, so what is this about the smells of summer?
Oh, I thought I maybe smelled summer the other day.
And what exactly does summer smell like?
Well, I was in the grocery store. It didn't smell pretty. It didn't smell pretty.
Oh, you mean those smells?
It smelled a little ripe. Yeah. It
You
smelled
mean-
a little bright.
I'm going to go there. Is it barnyard?
It wasn't quite barnyard. Not quite ass. Not quite.
Swass?
No, it wasn't swass. I'm going to say definitely it might have been dirty feet. Summer dirty feet.
How can you have summer dirty feet? Like
Because
in
people's
April?
feet have been hidden all year.
Go get a pedicure, people.
So they're bringing out their feet.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah, right?
The smells of summer. I thought you were going to say something nice.
No.
Like coconut oil and
No.
something fun like that.
No. A little bit of swass.
Oh, God.
Which friends of the podcast? That's sweaty ass. Swass.
Sweaty ass.
Swass. But like maybe dirty feet. I think I smelled dirty feet at the grocery store. And I don't want to smell negative smells at the grocery store.
No, because then you'll never go grocery shopping.
I'll never go, right? Like,
again.
don't kill all my experiences. Dear people,
She has so few.
I have so few experiences. Do we need to kill them? God, right? There's 3 things in the world I want to do. Number 1, more than anything else in the whole wide world, is I want to go to the Anne Murray virtual lunch. Number 2,
Oh my God, stop it.
Number 2, grocery shopping. There's only 2 things that I like to do.
There's just so little in your life.
Yeah, the HHG, oh my goodness, she is like Instacarting like crazy.
Oh my God.
I bet you she has a meter in her car now. It's probably like ching, 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 ching. I think that's all she hears. She is loving it.
Good for her.
So much fun. I feel like I'm her virtual co-pilot. Because I feel like I'm kind of like second in command even though I'm not there.
Really?
Yeah, right. Because I feel like I'm kind of part of it, right? Living vicariously through the HHG. So much fun. It's so much fun.
Okay.
Okay, Samantha. Last week we talked about a new item for the Boom Baby Bakery.
Uh-huh.
I got another one.
Oh, wow. Woo. Big news. Big news.
All right. So this summer's breakout sandwich at the Boom Baby Bakery and Cafe. It's almost first off vegetarian.
Oh, okay.
It's cucumber, tomato, mayo, a little bit of raspberry vinaigrette, and some arugula on a croissant. And it's called the CMT. Cucumber, mayo, tomato. It's kind of catchy, hey? Can I get 2 CMTs to go? Yeah, you can.
Why don't you add some avocado to that and then I might eat it.
Well, that can be a side dish. It's not going to be it's not going to be standard on it.
No, it needs to be an avocado needs to be on there.
No, because it's not the standard. I'm creating the dish. You have not created one dish for the Boom Baby Bakery and Cafe. So you feel free to make a dish.
I'm not really invested in your delusion.
But the CMT does not have room for the avocado. It can be on the side.
All right.
You can ask for it and we can make an exception.
You know what would be even better, Lisa? Is for you to whip this up and take a picture of it and put it on our Facebook.
Yeah, I probably could. I just got to figure out what arugula is.
Arugula.
Right? If I figure out the arugula, sounds
my
really
God.
good. Sounds,
Arugula is
sounds
like a
really
lettuce.
classy, doesn't it, for
Yeah.
like a sandwich?
It's a lettuce.
You know what I would like? Or butter lettuce.
Butter.
Get some butter lettuce, like that.
Butter lettuce on a buttery croissant.
Oh, right? Anything on a croissant. That's what I want so bad. Right?
Hey, everybody, here's a CMT.
It's a CMT, right? And that's cucumber. Can't you hear it now? I can hear the chefs and the line cooks and the prep cooks saying, we need 2 CMTs. Right? And people would be like, oh, that sounds good. What was that CMT? Right?
Oh my God.
People are going to love it.
All right.
People are going to love it.
Sounds
Okay.
delish.
When a store has a draw, do you enter?
Not usually.
How come?
Because I don't ever win.
Oh, so you predetermine.
I predetermine whether or
Predetermine
not
that you have no luck.
if I predetermine if I really care to win this particular item. If I have no desire to win it, I do not put my name in for it.
You don't just go around putting it in because it'd just be like a sense of pride if your name gets called?
No.
Huh.
I have to care about the prize.
You just can't be thankful, can you?
Is this for your other job?
No. We have prizes all the time, and they do really, really well. But I'm just thinking,
okay.
right? Like you just can't be thankful, Samantha. You can't just put your name in and be thankful.
I don't care enough to win free stuff. I figure that whoever does win
my name's Samantha. I don't need free stuff.
No, I just think if whoever wins it is going to be really appreciative of it. And if I don't necessarily need or want what is on display, then I don't put my name in.
All right.
It's that simple, Lisa.
Fair enough.
I DFC sometimes, and that's okay.
You DFC a lot.
I don't.
You DFC a lot.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't see you putting your name in for shit.
Samantha, where do we go? Where
Are you putting your name at the grocery store? I'm sure they're giving stuff away.
Well, I haven't seen those draws. I would put my name at draws. It's like when you used to be able to go and eat the food there, right? I would go to eat the food.
Oh, remember? What if that comes back? That'll be exciting.
Oh, that's when we know that the world is back.
When the food comes back.
Right? When the lady's out there with the little frying pan cooking up the sausage.
Yeah, and when you go to Costco, you can actually eat your way around Costco.
Right? So you can go at lunch, you can have your lunch there without having to have lunch. Yeah, that's how we'll know.
Yeah.
That's how we'll know.
Okay, so apparently my girl J-Lo, she was spotted with A-Rod. She was having supper with A-Rod.
I don't get
like,
these two.
You guys, you're single, right?
Aren't they single again? She's single again, isn't she?
Yeah, supposedly.
I don't know. You know what I think? I gotta start thinking that she might be the problem. Like Mark Anthony, Ben Affleck. There was another guy that she was married, Chris Judd.
I do not want you
like 4
to start
husbands.
Smearing
4 husbands.
Her name. It is not her. It is A-Rod. He got caught cheating.
And did they all get caught cheating? Because let's be honest, why are you cheating on Jennifer Lopez?
I don't know.
Right? Is there something wrong with Jennifer Lopez?
I think A-Rod has a problem with cheating.
Well,
I think he cheated on his ex-wife. So I just feel like this is like a pattern.
Okay, well, what about when you're Mark Anthony and nobody wants to cheat with you? Then what?
She divorced Mark Anthony.
Yeah, but okay. So you don't see the pattern?
So it's not J-Lo.
Oh, Samantha.
She could have got married to him, but she chose not to. That was a smart thing to do.
I know, but right? Oh, no. I think
it's not my girl. It's not my girl J-Lo.
I think that she might be part of the issue.
No, she's not.
Well, I don't know. The jury's out. Friends of the podcast, wait.
You don't even like her that much. Why do you care?
I like her. Hi, Jenny from the block. Still got the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Don't got a little, I got a lot. I like her.
Stop singing.
I like, don't tell me I don't like her.
Oh my God, stop singing.
I like her. Right?
Okay.
I like her. Okay.
All right.
I have one more thing for the Boom Baby Bakery and Cafe.
Oh, God.
One more thing, Samantha.
All right.
You know how much I love a good old character board?
You mean charcuterie board?
You say charcuterie.
I
say character. We're going to introduce a new one at the Boom Baby Bakery.
Oh, yummy. What?
Pickles.
Like all pickles?
You never just see a pickle character board.
No. Charcuterie.
You never see that, do you? No, you don't.
No, you don't, Lisa.
No, you don't. So guess what I just invented? On top of the CMT, I also now just invented the pickle character board.
Can it be anything pickled? Does it have to be a pickle? Or can it just be pickled things?
Like varieties of pickles.
Like
Like, I don't want like a pickled cow's foot or something on there.
Well, I was going to say a pickled pig's feet.
No, I don't want that on there.
Or pickled chicken feet.
Doesn't seem very refined. We're a little more refined.
Are we refined?
Yeah. So, like, you could maybe do like a
because this is coming from the person who calls a charcuterie board character board.
I call it a character board because it's full of character. All the varieties, Samantha. It's full of character.
Oh my God, it's full of character.
It's full of character.
Kind of like you're full of shit, but we don't call you.
They're all, look at all the different characters on that board, right? That's what it is.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So pickles.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Do you have an I shake my head, Lisa?
Yeah, my I shake my head is, you ready for this, Samantha? First off, it's your pissy attitude about Anne Murray, but that, right? Because why would you purposely hurt your friend's heart? Like, why would you bring up something that you know is going to make her heart so happy?
You keep mentioning it, and I'm not going to do anything.
Okay, so if I don't mention it, then you're going to get tickets for 2. You just go to her web.
There's tickets for 3 because the HHG is coming along.
Okay, then you got to buy all 3.
So is this your I shake my head?
No, but that's thank you. That was like the quickest wear you down.
Nope, I'm not. I didn't say I would.
But we should do sooner rather than later because it's going to sell out. So maybe that should be something you put on your list to do tomorrow. So I'm just saying. I will text you 100 times about it. I'll screenshot the picture.
Excellent.
And with me doing thumbs up.
Yes.
With big happy face.
Yeah. All right.
The whole bit. No, my I shake my head is your newfound love of cooking shows. Because when I was laid up, you were all like, meh, 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 I hate cooking shows.
I only liked a few, but I have grown to love Guys Grocery Games.
I know, right? And that's the one. That was the original one that I wanted us to reconnect our TV shows with. And you were like, nope, I hate it.
Because I didn't realize that the chefs were really fun to watch.
And they're real chefs.
Well, and Guy's actually kind of fun.
He's exactly right.
Right.
So that I shake my head. I think it takes an injury.
An injury.
For the cooking. So dear the Food Network. Thank
Good
you,
on ya.
Lisa and Sam, for letting the world know that once you get injured, you need, like at the hospital, right? Every TV should be on the Food Network.
Yeah.
They should just have that. That should be the only channel you get.
It's very entertaining.
It's very entertaining.
Yes.
That's my shake my head. You and your love of cooking shows. Yes.
Uh-huh.
What about you, Samantha? You have an I shake my head?
Well, I think you took my theme, so that's not very nice of you.
Sorry.
But I find that I'm curious as to why cooking shows are so mesmerizing.
I know.
It's like they lull you into this false sense of, oh, I could cook that.
Because you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No.
Yes, you can.
They use weird ingredients. They do shit I'm never going to bother to learn. But yet I stare at it going, that looks really good. Hey, Mom.
Right? Hey, and when you don't...
Like, and then I'm like, oh my God, who am I?
Right? Next week, you're going to stay on the podcast. Guess what? We've just expanded the Boom Baby Bakery, Eatery, and Cafe to a fine dining restaurant.
Not in a million years,
right?
But sure. Oh my God.
I know, but that's what they do, right? They lure you in.
Well, and then Mom and I started watching the Great Britain Baking,
British baking show.
And we have the Canadian version, which I can't seem to connect with, but and I watch these people bake and I'm like invested. I am so invested in who's going to make it to the end. Oh my God, they didn't do that bread right. Oh, it's fallen apart.
Right. It doesn't have it doesn't have the crack. It didn't make the noise when they broke it. Right? And that, and in the true British one, right? The salt and peppered haired man, right? He's nice and easy on the eyes.
Hollywood.
Right.
He is very easy on the eyes.
Very easy on the eyes, right? And then then you get Mary Berry, and she's just a lovely old lady.
Oh my God. I'm just like, what is going on?
I know.
What is happening?
It's so crazy.
So crazy.
So crazy. Like the food and the network and the shows, and it just makes you, that's how I became a chef.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yes. That's exactly how you, in your mind, you became a chef, but you haven't cooked or done anything like that.
I'm just saying, Samantha.
All right, Lisa.
Right? I'm just saying.
But
funny.
that's my I shake my head.
Well, and I shake my head at you. At you. I shake my head at you.
Okay.
But so excited for Anne Murray. And friends of the podcast, can't wait to share that next week with you, how that plays out.
Oh my God, stop talking about it.
Oh, I'm just saying.
All right, we're going to thank John right now.
Thank you, John.
The gentleman who puts us together.
There you go. You make it sound like we're Humpty Dumpty. Just
Well,
disfigured and disjointed.
He puts our show together for us so
Yes,
that we can sound good for you guys. Yeah. And we just need you to remember to check out our social media, our Facebook, our Instagram, and the Twitter.
And again, a special thanks to the ladies from Hot Flashes and Cool Topics.
Yes.
Right?
Colleen and Bridgett.
Lots of fun.
They were
Samantha,
lovely.
They were lovely. Kind of fun to interview people, isn't it, Samantha?
Yes, it is.
It's our new thing in our 4th year.
It's apparently our new thing.
Right? We're just giving it a try.
Yes.
We're dipping our toes in the water. That's what we're doing, right?
And I can hear John in my head. Wrap it up, you two.
Right? This is the part where you two never wrap this show up. All right, Samantha, anything else?
No, that's all.
Okay, guess what? Always a pleasure.
It should be.
This has been a transmission of the Podfix Network. For more about this show and other great Podfix programs, go to podfixnetwork.com.